Hey, what up everybody? It's your girl Alexis, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're jet-setting off to a place that's close to my heart, a place where the mountains meet the sea and the history is as rich as the food. Montenegro. Seriously, by the end of this video you'll be saying Montenegro more like Montego, am I right? Okay, first things first. Can we talk about the scenery for a sec? Montenegro is straight out of a fairy tale book. Imagine towering mountains plunging straight into the crystal clear waters of the Adriatic Sea. It's the kind of place that makes you want to whip out your phone and take a million pictures, even though you know they won't do it justice. And speaking of things that will make you feel some type of way, let me introduce you to Dermator National Park. We're talking lush forests, glacial lakes that sparkle like 1,000 diamonds, and peaks that seem to touch the sky. Honestly, it's the perfect place to channel your inner mountain goat and go hiking. Or if you're like me and prefer to chill, you can just soak up the views and pretend you're in a nature documentary. But wait, there's more. Montenegro is also home to some of the most beautiful beaches in Europe. Whether you want to work on your tan, take a dip in the sea, or just chill out with a good book, Montenegro's beaches have got you covered. Alright, history nerds, this one's for you. Montenegro is like a living, breathing history book. Seriously, every corner you turn, every cobblestone street you wander down, has a story to tell. Take Kotor, for example. This charming town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and for good reason. It's surrounded by ancient city walls that have stood the test of time, and its narrow streets are lined with buildings that date back to the Middle Ages. Walking through Kotor is like taking a step back in time, and I swear you can practically feel the history oozing out of the walls. And then there's Budva. This coastal town is one of the oldest settlements on the Adriatic coast, and it's bursting with charm. Plus, the views of the Adriatic Sea from Budva are absolutely breathtaking. Hold up. Did you think Montenegro was all about nature and history? Think again. This country also knows how to party. We're talking vibrant festivals and events that will have you dancing in the streets and celebrating like a local. Let's start with the Kotor Carnival. This annual event is a riot of color, music, and dance. Picture elaborate costumes, parades that wind their way through the streets, and a whole lot of merriment. It's the perfect way to experience the lively spirit of Montenegro. Then there's the Sea Dance Festival. This electronic music festival takes place on the beach and attracts some of the biggest names in the industry. From traditional folk music performances to local markets and fairs, there are plenty of opportunities to experience the local culture and rub shoulders with the friendly locals. Okay, let's talk about the important stuff: food. Montenegrin cuisine is a delicious fusion of Mediterranean and Balkan flavors, and trust me, your taste buds will thank you. First up, we gotta talk about Njeguški prosciutto. This air-dried ham is a Montenegrin specialty, and it's seriously the best prosciutto I've ever had. It's salty, savory, and melts in your mouth like butter. And then there's the seafood. Montenegro sits right on the Adriatic Sea, so you know the seafood is going to be fresh and delicious. Whether you're into grilled squid, succulent prawns, or a whole grilled fish, you're in for a real treat. They also have some amazing vegetarian dishes, like stuffed peppers, hearty stews, and fresh salads. Honestly, the food in Montenegro is so good, you'll want to eat your way through the entire country. Alright, adrenaline junkies, listen up. Montenegro isn't just about pretty views and delicious food, it's also an adventure playground just waiting to be explored. If you're a fan of heights, then you gotta try paragliding. Imagine soaring through the air, the wind in your hair, with breathtaking views of the mountains and the sea spread out below you. And speaking of breathtaking views, you can't go to Montenegro without going hiking. Whether you're an experienced hiker or just looking for a scenic stroll, there are trails for all levels. For those who prefer to get their adrenaline fix on the water, Montenegro has got you covered. From kayaking and paddleboarding to windsurfing and kite surfing, there are plenty of ways to enjoy the crystal clear waters of the Adriatic Sea. You know what they say, the people make the place. And that's definitely true for Montenegro. The locals are some of the friendliest, most welcoming people I've ever met. They're always down for a chat, always willing to help, and always happy to share their culture and traditions with visitors. Seriously, even if you don't speak a word of Montenegrin, like me, you'll feel right at home. The locals are so warm and welcoming, you'll feel like you've known them forever. So don't be afraid to strike up a conversation with a local. Now, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, money. Good news, everyone. Montenegro is a surprisingly affordable travel destination, especially compared to some of its European neighbors. You can find accommodation for all budgets, from hostels to luxury hotels. And even if you're on a tight budget, you don't have to sacrifice comfort or quality. Food and drink are also very reasonably priced in Montenegro. You can easily have a delicious, filling meal for under $10, and a beer will only set you back a couple of bucks. So if you're looking for a beautiful, affordable, and culturally rich travel destination, Montenegro should definitely be on your list. That's it for me, you guys. I hope this video has inspired you to add Montenegro to your travel bucket list. Trust me, it's a destination that will stay with you long after you've left. Don't forget to check out the description box below for all the deets on how to make your Montenegro trip as epic as possible. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to show your girls some love by hitting that like button and subscribing to my channel for more travel adventures. Until next time, peace out.